Hey everyone, my name is Mango Skull and welcome to my channel. So this is my first ever video, which also is the first episode of hopefully an ongoing series about my zoo, which is the Merak Zoological Gardens, or also known as Merak Zoo for short. Just a little bit of background about myself. I was born and raised in Jakarta, Indonesia, but now I'm based in Melbourne, Australia. So you'll see how I've taken inspirations from both places when it comes to the naming, the choice of biome, and also just the building style itself. So as you know, with Planet Zoo, the learning curve is so steep. So I got the game like 6 months ago, and those first few months were just basically me trying to start a zoo, like a sandbox zoo from scratch, and then try to create some sort of a entrance and a flamingo habitat, and then I go on, YouTube, Reddit, and see people's amazing creations and feel bad about my own, and then starting from scratch again. So like that cycle went on and on until a few weeks back when I finally decided, okay, I'm just gonna commit to one zoo and try to create the most of it. So this is not my first zoo, but this is the first zoo that I feel pretty proud of when it comes to how I've built things. So I'm just gonna pull up a map here that I created of my makeshift layout for the zoo, and I think that's one of the reasons why I think I will fare better with the zoo compared to my previous zoos, is because I actually planned this out. I sketch it out, and I think that's a good tip for any new Planet Zoo players. It's always better to have an idea of what you want the zoo to be like, so that you won't really get discouraged when something doesn't feel as, something doesn't look as good as you want it to be, because you can always improve on it. And things will look better when you have different habitats and like an area more complete. It always looks barren before, so that's a good tip. Anyway, what I plan it to be is that I wanted it to have one main trail that goes from the entrance to another end, and then it's gonna have 5 different big trails that branches off the main trail. So this isn't exactly a recreation of anything. It's not gonna be based on one specific zoo, but I do take inspirations, for example, from Melbourne Zoo, where it has a pretty cool primate trail area. Like the main trail that I'm gonna create is a wet forest trail, mostly because I really wanted to create a giant otter habitat because of the aquatic pack. It's like the main animal that I really want to create a habitat for. And the wet forest trail is gonna have 5 animals. So the otter is gonna be accompanied by the Pygmy Hippo, cassowary, Bengal tiger, and elephants. Interesting trivia, I didn't know it before, but cassowaries actually swim, as in like they don't need to swim, but they can actually swim because they need, like in real life, they need to cross really heavy stream river to get from one end to another. So that's why I included in the wet forest trail. I also really want to include the penguins and Japanese macaque, because I've always wanted to make habitats for both, but I've never done it. And so I'm including a shiver dome here. So it's just a dome with all the cold region animals. And yeah, I think that's gonna be, we'll see. I'm gonna make a monorail from the entrance to the main sections, because I do realize it's gonna be a pretty long trek for most of these trails. And yeah, maybe I'll make a monorail track to the shiver dome and create that after I finish my forest trail. So yeah, that's my makeshift plan so far, and let's just get into what I've made so far. Okay, let's jump right into it. This is the entrance area. It's roughly based on the Melbourne Zoo entrance, but in real life, the middle part here, it's just pure grass, there's nothing. And I just wanted to do something with it. So I decided on the centerpiece. I just love baobab trees. I think they're magnificent, the sheer size and the shape. And I also wanted to do some sort of a aired garden at the bottom, also to I guess realistically discourage people from jumping through this area. And yeah, this is a parking lot. because we only have one vehicle that is included in the game itself. I just use that as the sizing. And so for all the buildings that I made and the habitats, I create them on my own. Although when it comes to the little things, I do took some from the workshop, like this disability sign for the parking and this ticket booth. I will include the links to the Steam workshops for those. I can't remember the creators at this moment, but you know, amazing job. I'll credit them. And yeah, this is the fountain in front of it. So I was thinking of doing a fountain in the middle, but it, you know, it's such a big circle that I think it will just look a bit disjointed. So I decided to do a fountain here in front, and I like how it looks like. I always like some water feature, you know, the sound's pretty relaxing. And yeah, this is the building itself then. Oh, I also made some sort of a kiddie pool. No, not a pool, sorry, a kiddie fountain. Because I set this biome in Asia, tropical. It's hot. It's kind of like summer. And yeah, I like this this feature here. And this is the building itself, the entrance. I will put a picture of the real entrance of Melbourne Zoo so you can compare it to. And I've kept the shape and the color of the main buildings pretty accurate, I would say. Although I did change, I think the obvious one would be the zoo sign and the color of them and the color of the statues and the statues themselves. Because in the real zoo entrance, in the Melbourne Zoo entrance, it's white and they have like limestone statues of bears and other stuff. I think, I don't know, like the color will be a bit awkward if I use white again, and I want to include more natural colors in terms of the green. And yeah, so this is the entrance itself. Okay, Tejet Cam mode now. I sneakily put the spawners here and then there for the guests to come in and out, because I don't use the the original zoo entrance anymore. Another view of the elephant fountain, some little seats here, view of the baobab centerpiece. I just love the baobab trees. And the entrance, bit of mural. So you enter through here or there, and so this, like in the real Melbourne Zoo entrance, this is the way for members. So if you're a member, you can, I think there's like some guy standing up here to check the membership card, and you can just go through if you're a member. But yeah, there's no such mechanism in the game, so can't do that. This is supposed to be the exit. Unfinished. I will work on that later. And yeah, now we enter the zoo itself. So that's the sign. Welcome to Merak Zoo. So this is the first habitat, which is the flamingo habitat. And there's just this cafe and small picnic area here. So I'm just gonna go to the habitat first. I grew up in Jakarta, as I mentioned, and we have a zoo called Ragunan Zoo in the southern part of Jakarta. And the entrance, when you enter the zoo, you're met with this habitat of pelicans, like a pelican exhibit. I'll prop up the picture here. But yeah, so that's why, because I visited those zoos since I was a kid, that's why I associate zoo entrances with aquatic birds. And since we don't have pelicans in the game yet, so I'm using the flamingo. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. It's pretty simple and open. I just love this lipstick palm here. I think it's so vibrant and it goes well with the animals. And yeah, I wasn't sure how to put the hard shelter for the flamingos, because in nature I also prop a picture here. Their nest is actually on the ground like that, so I want to keep it as natural as possible, but also realistic enough for it to be a zoo, because that's also what Melbourne Zoo is like, I guess, in the sense that some parts of it, especially the forest trail, it's super natural. So, well, really natural, not supernatural, no ghosts. Anyway, yes, so this is just the cafe area. So you can go up a bit. Coffee, donuts. You can sit down and enjoy the view of the flamingos. And also, if you know, if your family or your friends, you can also do some picnic here. I put a small picnic area here. Of course, in the game you can't use it, but yeah, lots of open spaces to just prop your picnic blanket and go for a picnic. This toilet, nothing special. I will prop up a monorail station here, like I mentioned in the layout map, and so you know the guests can go to the different sections without having to walk. So yeah, this is the main entrance areas, and I'm just gonna show you now the beginning of the wet forest trail. I've only finished 2 habitats for that. There's a wet forest trail. Oh, oh, okay, something. I don't remember putting the trash can this way. Can people actually tip it over? Because I don't. I'll fix it later. But yeah, if people can actually tip it over, that's actually a funny mechanic. But anyway, welcome to the wet forest trail. Again, still work in progress. I wasn't sure what to do with this section because the aquatic pack has new Titan Aurum, which is an amazing plant native to, you know, Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Sumatra, and I wanted to put it here, but then in reality that plant smells pretty bad. It's called the corpse plant. So yeah, I wasn't sure if I should put it there, and it's pretty rare, so it's pretty open. I just decided to put some rocks and plants here from the bamboos. Anyway, this is the otter habitat. It's pretty big. Oh shit! Oh, sorry, censored. Otter habitat. It's not really based. Well, it's very loosely based on the Melbourne Zoo's Clawed otter habitat. Look at that otter running. Yeah, so Melbourne Zoo has a small clawed small Asian otter habitat. And it's much smaller than this. So I think this is going to be one of my main flagship habitat in the zoo. So you go through here. It's a bit of a raised area, and then there's a glass area. There's a duck there because we can't have real ducks. There's otter running around. So you have the main land habitat. This is a staff only backstage. It's just a vet basically, the vet and the staff room, which I haven't finished. So this is the speaker, zookeeper's the speaker section. Wait, is this glass cracked? Or is it always like that? Yeah, I obviously only played on pause usually, so I'll get the mechanic. If that is actually cracked, I'll get the mechanic to fix it. Anyway, I'm sorry, this is so unprofessional. But yeah, so that's the otter habitat, and you can also see it swimming around. So this is the underwater viewing gallery. You can see, oh, the theater's on. So it's swimming around. Oh, because it's Sajid Cam, I can't go in. But yeah, I'll take some more cinematic shots later on. There's going to be cinematic shots at the end. So you can see the otter swimming around. Small otter. And it's a Pygmy Hippo habitat here. So side by side, I kind of want to make this wet forest trail some sort of like a river, like overrun, swampy kind of feel to it. And so this is the Pygmy Hippo habitat. There's one there, if you can see, underwater. Oops, my game just crashed, so I'll continue now. I turn off the barrier dilapidation on settings now because I don't play this for the zoo management system. It's mostly designing the zoo itself. At least in Sandbox, I've never tried franchise. Maybe I will one day, but not the case now. So yeah, that's the Pygmy Hippo habitat. I also really like these water banana plants. They're really cool. So you can also see the Pygmy Hippos from this side. Just play it. The sprinklers going around, and now the Pygmy Hippo is actually going down. Water here. Oh, it's really cool. As I mentioned, I mostly play the game on pause because I don't want I don't want my flamingos to keep breeding because they breed like crazy. But yeah, this is the first time that I see these hippos. Amazing, amazing, such a show. Okay, yeah, this is the first time I see them going to this side. Oh, he's enjoying it. But yeah, this is the first time I see these hippos going to this side, so it's good that they actually do go to this side. Anyway, yes, that's the main things I've done with the zoo, really. I wanted to get this video out just to kind of push myself to, you know, do more stuff and just share, really, because I feel like with Merak Zoo, you know, so many people have created such amazing creations, and I feel inspired. I feel really inspired, and it would be great to get more input from a lot of people. So yeah, this is just a way to be backstage. This is the flamingo habitat again. Oh, I can get in. Good. So yeah, they're just chilling here. Just chilling, sleeping. I also decided to, like real zoos, just put, you know, logs and wood, pieces of wood in places that you just like decide to not be accessible for the animals. And a bit of a shelter here. See this view of the flamingo. Oh, the game just crashed again. Amazing. So yeah, that was my progress for the zoo overall, and the plan is next is to finish this gift shop because it's really barren, and finish this entrance, no, sorry, the exit area. I'm gonna, you know, put some decoration and small stuff for from the workshop. I will also try to continue the wet forest trail, because for this one now I'm gonna create a cassowary habitat. It's gonna be some sort of river, and I'm gonna put 1 or 2 cassowaries here, and probably hide these backstage areas. Oh, see, I just don't play the game, not on pause. So yeah, that's it, really. Thank you for watching. I can't promise on when I will upload the second episode, but you know, once I finish the trail, or once I deem that, you know, some stuff are worth to be updated, I'll make another video. Thanks for watching. Again, like if you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more stuff, and yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy your day. And now I'm just gonna show you the cinematics.